Very good morning. Welcome to our second session on Java. In the last class, you have come across main thing like what you come across in the last class is history of Java, like who is the father of Java and how Java is named as Java. Okay, like as a huge competition with the name Silk, and finally they decided Java, which was originally named as Oak. Okay, that information we discussed. And I started with the fundamentals of OOPS, that is object oriented concept. Okay, in object oriented concept, three important information, that is first one encapsulation, second one inheritance, the third one polymorphism. Okay, just we briefed the idea of what is actually these particular headings. Okay, in detail anyway, definitely will come to know when we progress with respect to Java, because these information you should always keep in mind. Okay, encapsulation means data hiding. Okay, encapsulation means data hiding, inheritance means reusability, polymorphism means one interface, many forms. Okay, that information you please always remember. It is irrespective of the language. Okay, like in many object-oriented languages adopts this feature. Okay, so you should not forget. If somebody asks encapsulation means what, immediately you should reply it's data hiding, like that. What is inheritance? Inheritance means reusability. Okay, and polymorphism means one interface, many forms. Like that, you have to define. Okay, from this, I'll start today's presentation. Okay, now I'll share the entire screen to you. Okay, so we'll start with today's presentation. We are with Java. Okay, in today's session, after understanding the SOAPs concept, okay, immediately I'll jump to the basics of programming. Okay, that means any program actually it contains what, because program structure in some languages you may be knowing. If you don't know, then also don't worry. Okay, I'll show you what actually it contains. Okay, but if you already know C, because in first year you might have studied the C, is it not? So just that syntax, if you remember, means well and good. Otherwise also don't worry. Now you just look into that. Okay, program contains what? Actually it contains data types. Okay, normally in any languages it contains data types like integer, floating type, double type. Okay, like that. That is what data types. And then keywords. All the languages are defined keywords. Okay, keyword means it is fixed with the language. A user not having the option to change that. Okay, if you change, you'll get the error. Okay, so that's what keywords. And then variables. What is variable, that I'll define later. And then control statements. Some statements will be there which you are using in the to write the programs. Okay, then important functions. Okay, so basic things what actually in any programming languages are these things: data types, keywords, variables, control statements, and functions. Okay, just to start with. Okay, because see, please remember, I don't know the mindset of the students here, because you are with the full knowledge of the programming, and some students they are not having any knowledge in the programming. In like that, the entire group is. Okay, so I'll go slowly by defining each information which is required. Okay, so if you already know all these things, means well and good. Otherwise, you please learn. Okay, so that I want everybody should to in the Java. Okay, so finally, this simple language, all of you should understand in clear. Like as I told, everybody can learn Java. Okay, there is not necessary you should know something. Okay, pre-request is not at all required. That's what my intention. Without any pre-request, I wanted to reach you with Java. Okay, so anyway, that's why I am taking this today. Actually, we are writing one simple Java program. Okay, so to do this, I want these two informations. Okay, so just I made this color variables and function. Just I highlighted. So variables means what? Okay, see, uh, as variables means what? In any particular languages, these variables will be there. Okay, see, variables means what? Is it like this? This one like variable. Is it not? So variables means exactly what? In any language, we are defining variable. Okay, as it is opposite to keywords. Keywords are given by the program. Variables what user will write. Okay, like I am interested to write some variable, then what the rules to follow. Okay, so please remember, in any language the rules for the variable will be letter followed by. That means, see how it looks. If I write a is a variable. If I write ab is a variable. If I write ab123, it is a variable. Okay, and if I write 1a, that is not variable because it always starts with letter. Okay, actually languages will define, all the languages will define variable in such a way that it will start with the letter only. Okay, so that's why it is a variable. Why it is called variable? Because it is, there is no fixed size for that. Okay, it is variable length, but rule is it should start with the letter, or letter followed by letter or digit. Okay, so this is what variable. So as a basic, you should know this. That's why I am defining. Next, function. See how to write. What is this function actually? Function means, see, each time, like I wanted to do some calculation. Okay, like consider one particular loop. Just you observe. Just I wanted to multiply two variables. That is two digits, 5 into 4. Okay, after some time, I wanted to multiply 6 into 18, something like that. Okay, after some time, I wanted to multiply some 9 into 9, 5, 915, something like that. See, each time instead of doing the calculation, okay, it is tedious process for each this particular calculation. Once again, compute. Instead of that, what I'll do, I'll write some particular multiplication, one particular multiplication operator. Okay, its job is to do this multiplication. So whenever I'll get these two digits, I'll pass this to this particular uh, root 10, which will compute and returns the result. Like that, whenever I'll come across this, then also I'll pass and return the result. Like that, instead of writing each time, okay, what I'll do is I'll separate that from the main program, and its job is to compute. Okay, so that particular task which will separately compute such particular set of code is called functions. Okay, every program contains functions. Okay, function is separately acting on the data. Okay, how to write, how you will able to identify the function? Please remember, function will be with the name of a function followed by open brace, close brace. Okay, this is main syntax. Name followed by open brace and close brace. Function may contain some information inside these braces, or function may contain some particular return type behind this name. All these things will be there. As it comes, I'll tell. Okay, but for time being, you please remember, any name followed by open brace and close brace, you have to identify that as a function. Okay, so that's what the basic information needed. in today's class. That's why I define. If you already know this, means well and good. Otherwise, how to identify variables and functions, that you should know. Okay, so this is what a simple concept from the program I am taking. Okay, and after learning this, today we will write directly one Java program. Okay, and there is no prerequisite is required. Directly we'll first write how the syntax. Okay, how you can able to write the program. Then we'll go on discussing the idea behind that. Okay, now we'll start with languages actually, because you know little bit C as per my knowledge. Okay, and C is completely structured programming. Okay, and when you are talking about C++, okay, it actually covers the entire C. Okay, because you might have heard like C, you know, C++. Okay, so see that C++ stands outside of C. That means entire C is covered in C++. Okay, if you write some C program, it is also valid C++ program. That is what the meaning. Okay, I will write some C program. Okay, you can save that as a C++ program. It will not make a difference. Okay, that is what this diagram indicates. But apart from C, C++ also having many features. Okay, and because C++ is also a object oriented programming, you please remember. Okay, if you are having a book, means you please note all these points. Okay, C++ is actually object oriented programming, but it is not only object oriented programming. That means it is not purely object oriented programming. That is what the meaning. Okay, then after observing C++, that's why people will tell, I'll first learn C, then I'll learn C++, then after learning these two, I'll start Java. No, it is not at all required. Okay, that's what I am telling. Now, where Java resides, if you compare these two, see, Java resides here. Java takes some syntax of C, okay, and the features of C++. Along with that, it is having its own object oriented, because Java is not only object oriented, it is purely object oriented programming. Without object, you can't write a single line of code in Java. Okay, that is what. See, you may not be knowing what is object or how to write. Don't worry. Okay, just remember the definition. As it comes, you will come to know more detail about that. I am repeatedly telling this. Okay, please, as if somebody is waiting, so just I went back. Okay, you please remember, as a Java learner, okay, many definition you please keep in your mind. Okay, when it comes in the programming, that doubt will be clear. As I told, Java is purely object oriented programming. Okay, now see how to write a program. Just I'll start with the one simple C program. Okay, see, look at this: main, open brace, close brace, bracket, close bracket. This is one valid C program. Okay, you can compile this program. Okay, not necessary to write. If you maximum what you'll write, some variables you'll write, some functions you'll write inside this. Okay, so main, open brace, close bracket, close bracket. This is valid C program. Okay, you can compile this. Now, if you are writing some C++ program, see, it looks like this. Main you will write. Apart from main, some class. Yesterday I told the example of chalk piece. Okay, chalk piece is an object. Then how to write? It contains some variables and functions, and together you form one class. Okay. Anyway, just see, class here I written, and outside the class I am writing main. Okay, it is C++ program. If it contains only main, then also it is C++ program. you can store this as CPP. Extension is CPP. Okay, it indicates it's C++. Okay, along with that, some class which will do some task, that also will be there, but main resides outside the class. It is with respect to C, it is with respect to C++. Now, see how you are doing this in Java. See this class A, this main comes into the class. That means find the difference. Find the difference. Okay, how the languages will differ. That's why I am highlighting this. Okay, you please observe all these informations. How C and C++ is different and how Java is different. See, Java, nothing will come outside this class. Okay, everything, whatever you write in a programming, that will come in this enclosed loop. Okay, you will not write anything outside the class. As a basic learner of Java, you please remember, in Java, everything resides inside the class. Okay, you will not write anything outside. That's why it is defined as purely object-oriented language. C++ is also object-oriented language, but not purely. Okay, why? Why? Because outside class also you can write. That's why I showed this. Okay, so this is what the meaning, how the language Java is different. As once again I defined, all are attended last class, they are knowing this, because Java is famous for what it is not having rather than what it has. Okay, because Java is not claiming I am having that strength, this strength, like that. It is telling I am not having this weakness, I am not having that weakness, like that. Like that, it is projecting its strength. Please remember the word Java is famous because yeah, rather than what it has, okay, rather than what it is not having. Now, we will start a first simple program. All of you are curious to know. Okay, I'll go very slowly in stepwise. Okay, many things are there to learn in this itself. Okay, because if you learn entire, your syllabus will be easy. Okay, so go slowly. uh, I made the animation also slowly only, so that easily you can trace. Now, first thing is you have to define class. Okay, some example. Okay, I written class name as example. Okay, open brace, close brace. Okay, see this, whenever you are writing a program, you should start with class. Class, name of the class, open brace, close brace, flower bracket. Okay, you please remember that. Class, name of that, and then, and just if you observe, class, C is small letter, Java is case sensitive. First point. Okay, you please remember, or you note, Java is case sensitive. There is a difference in small class and capital class. Okay, so small, and after that, anyway, just write the name to that. Okay, and this red mark indicates it is variable. Okay, just for giving you the information, I all the variables I made that as a red. Okay, you please remember, instead of example you can write anything. That's what the meaning. Anything means what? Any variable. Variables means what? Letter followed by digit or letter only. Is it not? Okay. Normally, see, I written E capital. Okay, it is optional. A variable you can write in any letter, but normally starting letter will be capital only in built-in classes. So make the tendency of writing capital. Okay. So first step, write class name to that, open flower bracket, close flower bracket. That is one thing. Next, after that, actually, one more important information which resides in all the classes. Okay, that is public, static, void, main. Open brace, string, name to that, and open bracket, close the braces. Then tap the flower bracket, close the flower bracket. Very important information. Okay, that is public, static, void, main. Okay, in the braces, string args. Okay, and this is what the statement. And then once again, if you observe, public P small letter, static S small letter, void P small letter, main MAIN small letter, string S capital, and after that args. Args is a variable. You can write any name, and it is open brace and close brace. In Java, if you write like this, okay, in Java, if you write like this, it is an array. Okay, it is an array. So it is an array. The argument you written string type array. That is what the meaning. Okay, don't worry much in detail. In each class you are doing that itself, so it will be familiar. Now, okay, so brackets contain an array. Next, after that, next we'll tell hello. First program we are writing, is it not? For that purpose, system dot out dot println. So what actually it is doing? It is telling that first program, okay, print something. So to print something, normally in C and all, what you are doing, printf. Okay, in Java, it is print function. Okay, so print C, I written system dot out. Okay, S capital. Okay, system S capital. Then dot to separate, out dot. Okay, this separate, print ln. Okay, and open brace, close brace. I told in the first slide itself, anything name and after that open brace, close brace comes means it is defined as a function. Is it not? So println is a function. And main, after main, open brace, close brace. So main is a function. Okay. Now we'll combine all these things. Okay. How to write? See, just I'll erase. Okay, now if you observe class, name of the class, and public, static, void, main. Okay, all these informations are available now. And along with that, inside the class, you included public, static, void, main. And inside that, I am writing this print statement. Okay, once again, I am repeating class, name of the class, open brace, and after that, public, static, void, main, open brace, string, name to that, open bracket, close the braces. And inside that, you write system.out.println. Okay, and first program, hello. Okay, carefully see two braces are open like that, two flower bracket, to close that. Okay, one for main, one for class. So now our program is ready. We return first program. That's all. Is it not simple? Okay, the syntax will not change throughout. Okay, class, name of the class, open flower bracket, close the flower bracket. Inside that you write public static void main. Okay, inside that you write system.out.print. That's all. Now, after writing this, what is next? Is it not? Because program is ready. After writing, where to write the program? All these things, don't worry. Tomorrow in next class, uh, I'll show practically how to do this. Okay. But today's class, after writing this, we have to save. Very important property of saving a file, which is different from uh, other programs. Okay. You have to save this file with the same name as the class name. You have written this, okay? You have to save this file. How to save? You can't give any a.b.c or something like that, okay? You have to give the same name as the class name with the extension .java, okay? So .java is the extension, but name of the program is same name as class. We written example, so example.java. Java program, you have to save with the same name as the class name where main resides. Because please remember, in Java may contain many number of class. Okay, like one simple example I'll show you. See, if we are having class A, okay, class A, and we are having class B. We are having two classes. Okay, so how to save this file? We return this in one folder, one particular file. Okay, class A, class B. So what is the name of this file? A.java, B.java. Okay, so you have to find where actually the you return main. Okay, that is public static void main is in class B or class A. If it is in B, you save this file as B.java. Okay, if public static void main is in A, you have to write A.java. Okay, you please remember you can't write main in both the classes. Okay, in the same file. Main is the starting point of the execution in any programming. Like that's why I written main itself in the beginning in C. Okay, main is the first thread where the execution starts. Okay, when you are executing the program, your compiler actually will search where the main. Okay, so in a program, if two mains, if you write, it will not able to analyze. It generates an error. Okay, so during the execution, it contains only one main itself. Because if you write main two main also, you will get the error. Okay, so please remember the concept. What is the concept? A Java program you have to say with the same name as a class name where main resides. Okay, this word additional touch you have to give because it is not universal like if you have to say with the name where the class name is. If two class name means what to do, that confusion you should not have. Then how to define? You have to save Java program as same name as a class name where main resides. Okay, where you are writing main, you save with that name. Is it clear? Hope you understood. Now, after writing this program, okay, we'll see some more information that are called comments. Comments, because normally it comes at the beginning itself when you're writing the program. Comments. You know, comments means what? Okay. First thing, comment will never be compiled. Okay, it is just to increase the readability. Java elective tagoboda. If I write like this, see, I written 2/. It is called single line comment. First type of comment. There are 3 types of comments in Java. Okay. First type of comment is this single line. Single line. Okay. This is valid only for the single line. It will not compile. That means it will generate the error because you written this and tagoboda bedva anta il baradre, it will not be a single line. Okay. First type single line comment. Second type multi-line comment. See this tagobodu kuna adre part heng ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ online ಬೇರೆ, something like that, many lines. Okay. Our interest is this syntax. Okay. Single line comment and multi-line comment. Okay. When you wanted to write more information about the program, you use this particular syntax. Okay. So that it is ignored by the compiler. Okay. Because compiler will ignore by observing this particular syntax. It will understand that, oh, this is a comment, I should not consider. Okay. So this is what. And third one will be there. Third type. Okay. Third type, it is actually called as a documentation comment. Okay. Please note, documentation type comment. Documentation comment means what? Okay. The type of comment which is used to produce an HTML file that documents your program. That means when you are documenting the program, okay, you will write like this. That means, just I'll show you the example. See this. You are making the document of this. Okay. So you will write at the beginning itself, it is written by Jalesh Kumar. Okay. So this is called document type. And this is what single line comment. Ide line allಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. Okay. Next. Then multi-line andre nodi illinda shuru aitu illige end aitu. So it is called multi-line comment. Okay. Along with the program, like a program you wanted to give to somebody. Okay. And you wanted to understand that because you don't know exactly what is the meaning of that. Illi class or example andre eno, I don't know. So you are writing to increase the readability. You will write the comment. Comment by understanding that syntax, that will not be processed. Okay. Comment yellow nimige affect agalla when you are executing the program. So please remember 3 different types. Single comment, double comment, okay, and then documentation type. Then see this once again. I am back. If you observe this program, okay, example, args, and first program hello. These all are variables. This is variable. Okay. Any name you can give. This is also a variable. Okay. This is also anything. Inside the double quotes, you can write anything. Okay. Because it is inside. It is just nimage print agadu. Neeven kodtira adu print agutte. Okay. Now, after this main thing, that is, what is public, what is static, what is void, what is main. That you should know, is it not? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಬರೀ main ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೀತಿದ್ರಿ, CL ಆಗಲಿ, main, open brace, close brace ಅಷ್ಟೇ. But along with that, in Java, we written these 3 additional things. Okay. What is that? Public. What is public? Public. It is called access specifier. Okay. In detail, we'll learn this. Okay. Illi ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Okay. Public means anybody can invoke. It is open anta public. Okay. Anybody can invoke that method. Okay. That main function anybody can invoke because access specifier is public. Okay. It is open to outside world. That's what public. Private andre restrict agadu. protected like that. Various access specifiers are there, but by default this main is public, you are specifying. Next, static. Static is a keyword. Okay, you please remember, I'll not discuss static at this point. Okay. Static is a keyword ಅಷ್ಟೇ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಈಗ. Okay, in detail I'll tell you later. Okay, static, you please remember, static is just a keyword now. And void is a return type. We are returning nothing. Main is not returning anything, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ void ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. Okay, because void is nothing. So main is a function which not returns anything. Okay, so void, return type. Next, main is a function name. See, function name, just method. In Java, wherever functions are there, it is defined as methods. Okay, ಈ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. From now onwards, ನಾನು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ you should match with the function. In Java, in object oriented concepts, okay, we are not defining that as a function. Okay, we are defining that as a method. Okay, so now onwards ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, function ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, name of the function, open brace, close brace. Okay, so this function ಅನ್ನ ಈಗ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, so method is nothing but function. Main is a method name, and open brace, close brace ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನು, string type, one array of string type. Okay, this is a variable. Once again, array ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. Open brace, close brace indicates an array. Okay, array of string type. This is what the syntax. Okay, public means access specifier, static means keyword, void means return type, which will not return anything. Main is a method name. Okay, argument is, this is called argument ಅಂತ. ಈ braces function ನಲ್ಲಿ, I mean methods ಅಲ್ಲಿ, whatever the parameters you are passing, okay, it is called argument. Okay, please remember this argument ಅಂತ, argument. Okay, argument is of string type. Okay, so this is about our first simple program. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, just quickly, if you wanted to write the program, means how to start class. Okay, and name of the class. Normally I used to give ABCD anta, name A anta ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, class A, then open braces, close braces, ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ. Okay, then what you have to write, public p small public. Okay, then space static. Okay, static void, ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಾಯ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. Okay, public static void, then main, m small letter. There is a difference, capital M ಗೂ small m ಗೂ difference ಇರುತ್ತೆ, because it is case sensitive. So small main. Okay, open brace, close brace. Inside that, it is of type string, S capital. Okay, string, all of you should write. Okay, string. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್, AR ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. Open brace, close brace. Okay, it is of that variable. Then open flower bracket, close the flower bracket. Okay, because main is a method, so braces will be there, flower bracket. Inside that you write system, S capital, system, SYSTEM, system dot system, S capital, then out, O small dot. Okay, print, PRINT, print LN. Okay, and inside that ನೀವು ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, XYZ, hello or something you write. Okay, that's all. And after writing this, semicolon you should not forget, because each statement ends with the semicolon. Okay, and after that how to save this program adu helidini nanu. You have to save this program with the class name where main resides. So main irodu yav class alli, class A. So you save this program as a.java. Okay, so this is what, how to write simple program in Java. First program in Java we written. Okay, so this is what we learned today, to write first program in Java and how to save the program along with different types of comment line. Okay, now after learning this, in next class, I think it's on Friday 10:45. Okay, so don't miss. We'll see how to execute the program what we learned. Okay, so thank you. You put your attendance and we'll wind up.